Picture this. It's November 2006, chilly Sunday, you've just woken up, you grab your PSP, you boot up Burnout Legends, and suddenly, the Academy is almost here, smacks you in your ears harder than your dad when you failed your maths exam. 7-year-old me had no clue what was going on, but the whole punk rock genre was a genre that defined a whole generation. The punk rock era of video games wasn't just about the games we played, it was about the craziness that they brought into our lives. Today, we're going through some of the artists and epic songs that I've discovered thanks to these wonderful games that I will mention, and it made me the person who I am today and the playlist that I listen to every day. Let's start off with something you probably already know, and it's the SVR series. One of the best wrestling series that has ever released on the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3, and Xbox obviously. You had from 3 Days Grace to Versus the World, and anytime you could hear Forgive Me by Versus the World, you knew you'd be in for a good time. Even though the song had sad-ass lyrics, you were just 7 and you wanted to kick some ass. I remember the first time that I heard Egypt Central in SVR 09, and that shit was just stuck to my head. I would just listen to it every day for like months. It's crazy, like I'm telling you. Any kind of game that had punk rock music, you would immediately recognize that the game would be something crazy and some bad shit would go down. Another great example of the most incredible artists I've discovered is through the Burnout series. You really cannot not vibe with the game's soundtrack, it's literally impossible. The punk rock era of video games is probably something we'll never ever see again, and honestly that's why it makes it so special in my opinion. Back then the games were much simpler, but I think they were much more effective. You didn't need complex mechanics or overpriced DLC to have some fun, you just needed a fast car, a skateboard or a wrestling ring, and you combine that with killer punk rock songs. You got a fucking banger right there. And all that makes it an unforgettable experience. I really miss the straightforward concept that these games had. They delivered such a simple thing, but they did such an amazing job of creating an atmosphere that really can't be recreated today. And here are some artists that I think defined punk rock era video games. Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace, Versus the World, Sum 41, The Academy Is, AM Conspiracy, and Power Man 5000. And if you don't know at least one of them, then you're missing out big time.